Long before he became an international sports icon commanding absolute fascination under the bright arena lights, Chris Bumstead was forged in Canada. Growing up with a deep passion for competitive athletics, he excelled in multiple sports before discovering heavy weight training during his youth. Chris did not enter bodybuilding out of a simple desire for cheap internet validation. His primary goal was to challenge his personal boundaries and build a strong, aesthetically balanced physique. He rapidly discovered an extraordinary biological response to resistance training, building sweeping muscle bellies while keeping his waistline impressively small. Under the early guidance of his mentor and brother-in-law Ian Valliere, he embraced strict training mechanics and dedicated nutrition. Bumstead proved very early on that he was a completely unique breed of athlete, a young Canadian fully destined to spearhead a global revolution in classic aesthetic physical culture under the lights. What truly transformed Chris Bumstead from a top contender into an absolute mythical figure within the global fitness community was his structure. Possessing a silhouette reminiscent of bodybuilding's golden era, he displayed wide shoulders, deep lat sweeps, sweeping outer quads, and a tiny waistline. His iconic vacuum pose and chiseled midsection brought classic aesthetic values back to the forefront of a sport that had been dominated by sheer mass monsters for several passing decades. He appeared on stage like a living sculpture from classical antiquity, holding mandatory poses with effortless poise, control, and grace. His pristine conditioning, dramatic V-taper, and trademark mustache created an instantly recognizable image that captivated millions of fans worldwide. Bumstead turned his physical form into a timeless masterpiece, proving to the world that bodybuilding at its highest level is a pure artistic expression of human symmetry, balance, and aesthetic perfection. The absolute historical pinnacle of Chris's competitive career arrived through his legendary, unbroken dominance on the prestigious Mr. Olympia stage. Capturing his very first Classic Physique Olympia title in 2019, he initiated a historic multi-year championship reign that redefined division standards. Standing under the blinding arena lights alongside the greatest competitors on earth, his sharp conditioning and unmatched structural lines earned unanimous praise from judges and purists alike. Securing 5 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles, he solidified his name in gold letters worldwide, establishing himself as an untouchable champion at the absolute summit of modern iron sports. He proved that aesthetic harmony, proportion, and artistic presentation could capture the hearts of the global fitness community. Bumstead demonstrated that true greatness lies in consistent excellence, etching his permanent mark into the glorious history of professional bodybuilding forever. A major definitive factor that set Chris apart throughout his championship era was his exceptional partnership with world-renowned coach Haney Rambod. Joining forces during the later stage of his career, they refined his conditioning, muscular density, and peak week protocols to perfection. Facing hungry young challengers who sought to dethrone him, Bumstead stepped onto the Olympia stage larger, drier, and more detailed than ever before under the bright stage lights. Their meticulous approach to peak week adjustments ensured his body appeared completely full and vascular when comparisons began. He proved that even a multi-time world champion must continuously evolve, adapt, and refine his craft to maintain supremacy at the top. Bumstead showed the iron community that continuous learning and professional guidance are vital tools, proving that calculated teamwork elevates raw talent into an untouchable, dominant championship era on stage. The cornerstone of Chris's physical development resided in his intense, disciplined training philosophy built inside high-level training facilities. He combined heavy, basic compound movements with controlled isolation exercises to carve deep muscular separations across every angle. This focused environment provided a consistent source of daily motivation, allowing him to push his workouts with mechanical precision and unwavering mental focus week after week for many years. He maintained a strict, non-stop nutrition and recovery plan year-round, ensuring his body remained in optimal condition for major international events. His approach to training prioritized longevity, joint health, and proper mechanics over reckless heavy lifting that could cause long-term injury. This unyielding dedication solidified his reputation as a true professional who lived, breathed, and conquered the competitive bodybuilding stage entirely on his own terms with absolute honor. Beyond his physical scale, his tiny waist, and his competitive trophies lay a remarkably down-to-earth, deeply loving family man. He continuously credited his family, his wife Courtney, and his inner circle as the primary foundation behind his success and peace of mind. He never allowed fame or commercial success to alter his core values, choosing to live with humility, gratitude, and respect for everyone who supported his competitive journey over the passing years. He spent endless hours interacting with starstruck fans at international fitness expos, signing autographs and offering personal encouragement with genuine warmth. That approachable persona earned him one of the most passionate and loyal fan bases in the entire history of sports. Bumstead proved to the sports landscape that an elite world champion can reach the peak of a tough sport while remaining a humble, loving, and deeply respected gentleman who spreads light everywhere. While his historic titles brought him international fame, Chris achieved permanent legendary status through his incredible resilience in overcoming adversity. Throughout his championship reign, he fought through severe physical challenges, including autoimmune kidney conditions, muscle tears, and intense mental pressures. Rather than hiding his struggles behind a mask of perfection, he spoke openly about his health battles, inspiring millions with his vulnerability, courage, and honesty. His ability to push through grueling prep cycles while managing personal health crises revealed the true, unbreakable depth of his character. Standing on stage in peak condition despite immense physical pain proved that his championship mindset extended far beyond simple genetics. Bumstead showed the world that authentic courage is forged in silent struggle, proving to aspiring athletes that mental fortitude and resilience can conquer any obstacle standing in the way of ultimate dreams. What truly separated Chris Bumstead from almost every other athlete of his generation was his unmatched influence on global fitness culture. He transformed the sport of bodybuilding from a niche subculture into a massive, mainstream global lifestyle movement through social media. Millions of young lifters around the world adopted his training routines, personal style, and philosophy, drawing daily motivation from his authentic, humble, and deeply inspiring video content across platforms. His relatable personality and honest reflections on mental health bridged the gap between elite competition and everyday gym enthusiasts. He used his immense platform to promote positivity, self-improvement, and discipline, becoming a respected role model for an entire generation. Bumstead's cultural impact transcended physical trophies, proving that an elite athlete can inspire millions by sharing his personal journey with complete authenticity, warmth, and unshakable humility. Beyond his aesthetic proportions in championship gold, Chris earned universal admiration for his smooth, majestic posing style and stage presence. He presented his physique with effortless elegance, transitioning fluidly between mandatory poses while highlighting his best physical angles. Rather than rushing through routines, he held his poses with complete stability and confidence, allowing judges and spectators to fully appreciate the detail and symmetry of his sculpted muscle. His routines honored the traditional art of posing, where musical timing, rhythm, and structural presentation took priority over aggressive movements. His ability to hit flawless front double biceps and classical side chest poses made his stage appearances the defining highlights of every Olympia weekend. Bumstead showed future generations that stage presentation is an essential craft, demonstrating that charisma and artistic control elevate a great physique into an immortal display. Following his historic competitive run, Chris transitioned into a thriving entrepreneur, mentor, and visionary business leader within the fitness industry. Utilizing his real-world experience and massive global reach, he created successful apparel and supplement brands that reflected his personal standards. Bumstead emphasized the critical importance of quality, authenticity, and community engagement, building business ventures that resonated deeply with millions of lifters worldwide. His expert guidance helped shape the future of fitness media, inspiring young creators to approach their work with passion, integrity, and purpose. His generous willingness to share his hard-earned wisdom ensured that classic aesthetic values would survive and thrive in modern fitness culture. By passing down his secrets with complete enthusiasm, Bumstead protected the artistic soul of the sport, proving that true leadership elevates the future of physical culture globally. When fitness historians analyze the most influential bodybuilders in sports history, Chris Bumstead's name ranks alongside absolute legends like Arnold Schwarzenegger. His unprecedented ability to combine classic lines, a tiny waist, and unmatched cultural charisma permanently changed the trajectory of physical fitness. He proved that an athlete can build an iconic, immortal legacy not just by winning titles, but by inspiring a global community through authentic self-expression. His historic contest appearances continue to serve as textbook examples of aesthetic balance for classic physique competitors across the globe. Hardcore purists and casual fans alike celebrate his career, recognizing his contributions as a golden-era renaissance in modern sports. Bumstead proved that aesthetic perfection and human authenticity create an immortal legacy, leaving a profound mark on bodybuilding history that time can never fade or diminish over the passing years. Chris Bumstead has permanently etched his name into the absolute upper echelon of bodybuilding history, leaving behind an untouchable, timeless blueprint. He will forever be revered as CBum, the Canadian king who successfully proved that symmetry, resilience, and authenticity create eternal perfection. His incredible life journey serves as a powerful reminder that structured discipline, mental strength, and a humble spirit will always stand the test of time on Earth. Future generations of classic bodybuilders will continually study his historic contest photos, his tiny waistline, and his flawless vacuum pose, trying in vain to replicate his magic. He showed the entire world that a champion could achieve immortality by remaining fiercely true to his values, elevating stage presentation, and living as a true gentleman. The Canadian legend has permanently etched his name in gold, leaving an eternal mark on physical art history.